cream to me.
Does it? Man, that's good camera straight. It's Dad mixing up some paint so we come up with a color. These are the other colors. Can't hardly tell what they are. That one and that one there. And then there's a color there. This is the second batch around. What do you think, Dad?
Maybe you need half of that.
Half that color?
Mix up something half that color. Half as much tan, in other words.
Yeah.
Going from this up here. That was the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one we got on.
Yeah, that might be a little too dark.
To that, yeah. I'll mix up another one.
Okay. This is what we did yesterday. We put this stuff on the walls. This is that putty. Of course, this batch here didn't harden up. So I guess we might have to scrape all this off and redo it, which is going to be fun. But that's the way it goes in boat building. That every 10th batch we mess up somehow. But I guess we're getting there. Looks like the hallway of a ship right there. This goes on and on and on. I've sanded this side over here. We're going to try to do this side today. Get this side filled in just the way the other side is. Finally got the fly bridge painted, and we're going to put the second coat on it today. Last and finished coat, I hope, since we come up with a color. And then I can take the boards down on the sides we've been using for scaffold all up and down here, so we can start working on the sides of the boat. That means the whole bridge will be done, other than putting all the hardware and stuff on it, but we won't do that for a long while yet. Boy, my plastic top is sort of taking it on the chin. All the pipes are, I've neglected it for a long while, and the plastics tore, and the plastic pipes are coming apart and breaking, and all sorts of nutty things. Well, I'm gonna get downstairs and get a little work. Okay, I guess it's been a while since I've recorded anything, and now we've got this end right here. This is all new, where you see the green canvas. And that's what I'm going to work on tonight. It's starting to look like a boat, and we got the back cabin. We painted it all the way up to about here, just the back and primer. It's starting to look like a boat. We took all the canvas down on the front. There was canvas all the way around, and it was blowing and breaking up so bad that we just went ahead and took it down. I'm gonna walk down here. What the hell's this camera? Thing's flashing up here in the top. Huh. Still learning how to work this stupid camera. I don't know what that means. Let me turn it off for a second and see what this thing's doing. I guess it's okay. If it screws up, it screws up. It's right in the sun. Yeah. This is what I'm gonna hit. Look at that. Looks like the Great Wall of China. And I gotta sand it by hand with a great big wide sander in order to try to get it straight, get the waves out of it. Because each one of these places where you see I put some body putty, that's where a seam was, and there was a hump there. And the only way to get it out is to hand sand it. Let's see what Dad did today. He usually works about a half an hour. Says he works on stuff. This is what he was doing earlier. We're putting up finally getting some interior walls put in here. Here and here. There's no electric that goes in behind it. I see he's got it all in, all the way up top. So we're finally starting to close this thing in. I'd like to get it closed in for the winter. See, I hadn't done anything over here. Just in here, huh? And this is what this stuff looks like before you can't even get back far enough. I think this thing's full of dirt or something. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you can see just how rough it is. See this piece of body putty and fiberglass cloth, and it's we got it all the way down there, and then you got to sand all this. It's the same stuff I had on the outside, and it's I think you can just barely see how rough it is. Yeah, it's real hard to see. At least we got it almost all over the whole thing. Here's the front deck. I'm standing as far to the front as I can. Hey, look at my shadow. Woo! Yeah. These decks I worked on, put another set of another row of screws right along this seam right here at the very end of the deck to tighten the deck up, because we slid all this original front deck that we worked on. We slid it under this teak deck probably a foot, maybe about a foot and a half, almost to the edge of the skylight. That's how far we slid plywood up under there. And all this teak was just floating on top of that plywood because we didn't pull the teak down. And I put a row of screws in here and sealed it. And but I haven't caulked any of the seams yet, so I still got some places that leak a little bit. But that's just another job. I just can't do everything overnight, so I'm just piddling with it as I go along. I'm hoping I can seal these teak decks because I sure like to leave them. But I guess we'll see. Time will tell. Yeah, bridge looks good. That came out good. Just now we got to see if the paint will survive, because it probably have to sit up there like that for a year before I get a chance to get, to finishing everything up there. It's painted, it's finished, but nothing's bolted on it. I think I might just cover it up. We're gonna turn the boat around when I get this other side over here finished, sanded. We're gonna turn the boat around in here, and then I'm gonna do this side in here. All this on the outside, all that's got to come off there, and I got to redo it because that's just fiberglass. All the wood that was behind that is completely rotted, and I've already pulled it out, so there's just nothing but glass. You can see what it is. See that? It's nothing. Got to be tore off. We got all the wood down here. You can see what we've done there. That's new. I guess we're getting there. Just real slow. Damn. And this is that hole right there is this. There's a door that's going to go there and here, and then over here I have to decide what kind of door to put there, and that's why I just blew a hole in that, and that's where I'm running my electric cord right now. Had to do something with it. I guess I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with those doors.